Oh, it's one more game for the Hoosiers to cement this historic season.
Yeah, we are taking a live look down in Miami this morning where IU will take on the Miami Hurricanes in about 13 hours. Look at that. The sun is still almost rising down there as you see the clouds blowing swiftly in the wind. And what a gorgeous shot that is right there. Wow.
It is nice, yeah. Although we don't need that much sun in Miami for it to warm up there. They're not seeing the temperatures that we are hearing here. I'm a little jealous of our crews that are down there. We do have a lot to get to as we get ready for tonight's game. But first, we are tracking nothing close to Miami temperatures. Extreme cold for us here back at home in Indiana.
That's right.
But at 6 o'clock on your Monday morning, happy MLK Day to you. A lot of you have the day off. Maybe you're getting ready to do a nice service project outside.
Yeah.
Oh, bundle up. You will need it.
That's right. That's right. Definitely bring out the biggest coat you got, the warmest one, because the wind is not letting up. And you said there was flurries still coming out. At least when we came into work this morning, there were still some flurries.
Still a couple snowflakes out there. They're gradually winding down, though. I will say, I think overall we'll have more sunshine than Miami today.
Really?
Wow. Not that that really matters because we're going to be in the teens.
We've got to have bragging rights somehow.
Something.
Yes.
Give us
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They're going to have a lot of clouds kind of by the coastline today, but at least they're warmer.
Yeah.
I do want to let you know how cold it's going to get today.
How cold
Make sure,
is it?
well, it's already down to some below zero wind chills. Yeah, so we could get down to negative 15 or so for the wind chills later this morning. And with the cold and, good dusting to a coating of snow for many of us, we do have some school delays, generally north of Indianapolis, also some towards the west too. But snow showers are gradually wrapping up. I mean, there could be still a couple of stray snowflakes throughout the rest of this morning. We're really going to be watching skies gradually clear out, though. In fact, they've already done it a little bit around Carmel this morning. See a good freshening of dusting of snow for the Greyhounds. The Spartans are waking up to a good coating of snow. This is what a lot of parking lots look like. But this has been super interesting. Look at the parking lot right by the courthouse. This was completely covered in snow. And there really haven't been any crews out there right now so far this morning. But notice how there's kind of these bald spots all of a sudden. That's thanks to the wind. We have some gusts over 40 miles per hour that's kind of blowing this dusty snow around, and it is very dusty snow. You could probably get the leaf blower later out this morning, just kind of blow it off the sidewalk. But right now we are in the teens in Indianapolis, holding on to that 20 in Richmond, not for much longer. Feels like it's 0 in Muncie. Feels like we're down to minus 10 in Lafayette and Kokomo as the winds continue to blow in some of that Arctic air. Coming up, we're going to let you know when these snow showers are done and when maybe we can get some warmer air ahead. But not this morning, Lindsay. It is cold and it is breezy. How are the roads, though?
Yeah, it really is. And I think this camera does a good job of showing both the cold and the wind and some of that leftover snow that's on the I-69 corridor. This is up in Marion, where we have seen some pretty snow-covered roadways and also that gusty wind you can see just bouncing that camera around. So traffic is running a little slower than normal simply because of all of that snow that we've had fall. Through the overnight hours, and the fact that we've got that wind kind of blowing it around could reduce visibility at times. Want you to use some extra caution on things like bridges and overpasses you see here. You get that cold air that blows underneath of the roadway here, and that takes any warmth away and freezes it a little faster, continuously keeping it below freezing. So we're going to monitor your road conditions up the I-69 corridor. We're also going to keep you posted from the northwest side. Here's a live look at 465 and those 865 ramps. Traffic moving along smoothly, but again, those ram systems, any elevated surface could potentially be covered in some black ice and be quite slick. We'll keep you posted with any new accidents or delays. Guys?
All right, I like those sights. Ooh, I'm gonna get on one of those yachts right now. The sights and sounds of Miami from the weekend that was captured on drone cam 13, where the Hoosiers are getting ready to face off against the Hurricanes in the college football playoff national championship.
Counting down the hours now until kickoff, down to 13 to get you ready for the game. Lucky number 13. We have a full team in Miami, been covering every angle of IU's historic run for this national title.
Yeah, so Anna Chalker, she's letting fans know where you can watch the games here in downtown Indy, and we'll check in with her in just a moment.
But first, Samantha Johnson is in Miami. Sam, you spent the weekend talking to so many exciting fans ahead of kickoff. Introduce us to some of the people you met.
Yes, good morning to you from Miami Beach here in South Florida. I gotta admit, guys, we're very thankful to be here, but it's a chilly start to the day. We're about 35 minutes south of Hard Rock Stadium, the place to be tonight as the Hoosiers take on the Miami Hurricanes in that national title game. And you mentioned it, this is a day fans have waited literally forever for. The Indiana Hoosiers playing for their first national title. They're looking to be only the first team to go 16-0 in a single season. They could do it tonight against the Miami Hurricanes, and fans tell us they were willing to pay the price, literally, to be in South Florida to witness that history. And this weekend, we also had a chance to spend some time with IU leadership. We talked to Athletic Director Scott Dolson for a little bit. We also caught up with IU President Pamela Whitten, and they both credited the fans for getting the Indiana Hoosiers this far.
They've just created so much momentum and come together from all different places and all different communities and really have supported this team, but it's symbolic of what they do for the entire university. And there's nothing better than getting all our fans together and enjoying good times.
The fans here are our family and we love them, but I have to give a shout out to the students in Bloomington. This is for them. We adore them. We want them to have an amazing experience as students, and we think coming to a national championship, it meets the goal of that as well. So go Hoosier students, be safe.
Some wise words there from Madam President, because here in Miami, there is a massive tailgate that's going to start in just a little bit. Now, mind you, kickoff set for 7:30 tonight. The tailgate starts at 11 a.m. So these Hoosiers are going to be partying all day here in Miami, leading us up to that national title game tonight. So Matthew and Julia, there is so much more to come. In fact, last night we spent the evening with IU fans, probably a couple thousand of them, at a big pep rally and concert to get them ready for tonight's game, and we're going to show you a little bit of that here from the fans coming up at 6:30. In the meantime, I'll keep my toes in the sand. I think we're good here.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all on a Monday morning when we're so cold here. Thank you, Samantha. We'll check back in with you in just a bit. Now, we know both the Hoosiers and the Hurricanes have been working really hard to get ready for tonight's game.
Yesterday, we heard from Coach Cignetti and his Miami counterpart, Mario Cristobal. So both men say they are ready to stop talking and just get to playing on the field.
Coach Cignetti even says that with even though it's a big game, he wants the team to treat it like any other Saturday back in October.
You know, there's one more chapter to write. I think it's time to sharpen the saw now, throw those warm fuzzies out the door, that sentimentalism. It's time to go play a game against a great opponent.
Way to be grounded. Winning tonight would really be the final exclamation point in an amazing turnaround for IU football. Remember, before Cignetti arrived, they boasted the most losses of any college football program. What a difference, right?
I know, it is a crazy difference. And so we'll see if they can get the biggest win of the season tonight in Miami. And the Miami Beach Convention Center, actually, they became IU South yesterday.
We showed up and showed out. The center was packed with IU faithfuls attending Fan Fest. So fans have traveled from around the world, really, not just from Indy, for a chance to witness history.
Yeah, Indiana has the largest living alumni network in the country, and they're really showing up to support their team.
It's magical, and I think they worked really hard to be able to get here.
I would say if you told me that 3 years ago, I would never believe. So it's just crazy.
It's amazing. We've had season tickets for 6 years, and we've seen the excitement grow from tailgating to the football games. I mean, years ago, the stadium would be a quarter full at halftime, and now you can't get a seat in that place.
I'm so glad to see, so many Hoosiers going down there to support the team. And we've seen the Cream and Crimson fill the stands. We saw it at the Rose Bowl and the Peach Bowl. So hopefully we'll see that continue tonight.
I think it's easy to see it. It will. This game is just about 20 miles from Miami's campus, though. And it's also quarterback Fernando Mendoza's hometown. Our crew in Miami says that Hoosier fans, though, have shown up strong. So if you're like us back at home, just sporting our red and white, you weren't able to get down to Miami and are wanting to be around other Hoosiers, right? There are a lot of places for you to be tonight. That's
right. We know watch parties are popping up all across central Indiana. Our Anna Chalker, she's live in downtown Indy with places you can go to watch the game tonight. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, you two. Typically, Monday nights are quiet nights for our bars here downtown, but that's not going to be the case tonight. It's probably going to be one of the loudest ones of the week as well. And you want to know it's going to be packed because people are going to try to get out of the cold for sure, but they're going to want to get their tables early. They're probably standing out in line right now getting ready for that. So for a few watch parties, if you want to make it down and have a big game day atmosphere, just head up north to Fishers. There's still some tickets available for that free watch party at the Fishers Event Center. That'll start at 7, but you do need a ticket to get in and to park. Now for the bars and restaurants downtown, places like Tom's Watch Bar, District Tap, and Kilroy's, they'll have their own watch parties. And we spoke with a few of them. They tell us they aren't strangers to hosting big crowds for games, but this IU season has been nice to see a sea of cream and crimson in their spots.
We plan to host and have a good time and then try to make sure that we have the volume at max level to bring all of us to the table as far as how that goes.
Their best advice tonight, get downtown early and stake your spot wherever you're going to go. Make sure you can get a table. And the bartenders are brothers. They told us they're expecting the place to be packed by 6 o'clock tonight, maybe even a little earlier. So just if you're gauging your time, trying to figure out your schedule, add a few hours to that at the beginning of that. Now, we know downtown is going to be packed. It's what they do best here. But Bloomington, they're also going to be packed. Maybe more people down there than up here as well. So they're expecting thousands of more people than probably what they typically see on a normal game day. So coming up, we'll show you how they're going to be preparing in some of the areas you can head down to so you can be hanging out with the students, alumni, and all the fans that are going to be in Bloomington.
All right, definitely. A lot of people are going to be setting up camp and waiting to get into those bars. So Anna Chalker reporting live for us in downtown Indy. We'll see you soon, Anna. And of course, as she mentioned, we know a lot of people are excited for the game and can't wait to really enjoy it with some friends.
Yeah, some fans are already lined up outside. We mean that at 6:11 on your Monday morning. Actually, the Upstairs Pub posted to Facebook to tell fans, while they understand your excitement, we get it. They say it's safety first. We've been talking about how cold it is this morning and how cold it will be today, but the overnight temps are just too cold to be camping out outside.
So the Upstairs Pub is scheduled to open at 11 a.m. And again, some folks already out there waiting.
Intense and lined up trying to get that seat for later today.
Better them than me. I couldn't do it.
No.
Well, we do have a programming reminder for tonight. NBC is airing a quadruple header of NBA basketball.
Coverage starts at 2 this afternoon, so it's an all-day event. That means 13 News at 4, 5, and 6 will air only on our streaming network, WTHR Plus. But don't forget, back to football now. We've got you covered in Miami before, during, and after the games you've seen so far this morning, along with Samantha Johnson, who we checked in with a few minutes ago. Dustin Grove is also bringing us stories from off the field. Then we got Dom and Eli bringing us all the action from inside of Hard Rock Stadium tonight. It's 6:12. We'll be right back.